Hey, this is Bradley Benner with Keyword Suggest and Semantic Mastery. And in this quick video, we're going to talk about the best keyword research process. This is the process that I use for my keyword research. It's very powerful. You can get to a lot of different keywords very quickly and even discover some that maybe others haven't discovered. So you can, create a list of keywords and keyword phrases that a lot of other people may have missed and overlooked that still provide and generate traffic, okay, which is really the whole reason why we're doing it, correct, is to bring traffic into our web properties where we can make sales or get opt-ins or generate leads or any sort of action that we're trying to get some sort of conversion. So this is a three-step process. I'm going to talk very quickly about each one of them. Also, just to let you know, if you want to get a full training series on keyword research where I go into depth about many different free tools and also some paid tools, and I go into live demos of how to use all of them, go to keywordsuggest.co. Again, that's keywordsuggest.co, and opt in, and I'll send you a link via email to a special training site where I've got a ton of additional training on keyword research. But to start off with, number one, I go to Google Trends to start off any keyword research campaign. Google Trends is a very, very powerful tool, something that I use a lot to discover keywords that maybe others aren't looking for. Also to determine the keyword interest, the search interest by location or by geographic area. Okay, so for example, right here is Google Trends. It's google.com/trends. Let's just say dog training. I know that one's been done to death, but this is just for demonstration purposes. I'll click that in there. And then what's interesting here is you can see search interest over time. This is looking on a global or worldwide scale. If I wanted to get specific by country or even by state, like for example, I could just look at search interest for dog training in just the United States. Or if I click the drop down, I could even get further, narrow it down even further by location and go by state. And if I wanted to, I could even click on the state and narrow it down by region or metropolitan area. Okay, you see that? So you can get very, very narrow with your location targeting to identify search interest based on that location. Okay, so this doesn't give metrics like the Keyword Planner does, but it gives you search interest data. All right, so let's just go with the entire United States here. Still going to give me a 10-year historical data, but what it's going to do is it's going to give me the top regions or the top states, and then I can go by metro, which is metropolitan area. Okay, so I can really find out where people were searching for this term, the main seed term, which in this case is dog training. And then I could even go in the city level. So it looks like a lot of people look for dog training terms in Denver. So very powerful. Related searches down here, you can find related search phrases down here, which are great to help you to decide on other keywords to target. Plus, if you look at the rising terms, these are terms, keyword phrases that are related to the seed keyword, in this case dog training, but also have had a significant increase in search interest in a very short period of time and in very recent history. So these are great to get ahead of trends, hence the name Google Trends. So once I've collected a list of seed keywords that I've collected from here, plus, by the way, you can compare other terms up to 5 so that you can compare data side by side. It's very interesting. It's a great tool to use. But then from there, I start collecting Google Suggest phrases. Google Suggest phrases are the ones that show up when you start typing in a search query in Google. Those are usually very long tail phrases, but they're great because they do provide traffic because people click on those suggested phrases. So they provide traffic. So there's a couple of tools that you can use online that are free for that. They're not near as robust as some of the paid suggest scrapers, but they're still pretty good. One of those is called Ubersuggest. It's ubersuggest.org. This one will do very similar. Again, it's not as good as some of the paid tools, but I said similar, excuse me, dog training. But it still will return a lot of suggested phrases. So if I click suggest, you're going to see it brought back all of these different kind of, you can see like dog training videos, dog training books, dog training certification. That's for dog training plus A. You can see it just returns a bunch of different keywords. And if you press like the plus button, for example, it will put it over here in a list that you can click get and copy to a copy and paste in your own spreadsheet or text file or notepad file or whatever. So that's for Ubersuggest. And then lastly, once I have collected a list of keywords Then I go over to the Keyword Planner and I dump them into the Keyword Planner and right here and see if there's metrics with those terms, and then also allow the Keyword Planner to return additional suggested phrases. However, remember, the Keyword Planner is an AdWords tool, so it's not necessarily the best for SEO, but it is still good to return other keyword phrases and related phrases. Okay. So that's pretty much my 3-step process. I go into a hell of a lot more depth. If you go to keywordsuggest.co, you opt in, I'll send you a link to a training site where I go into a lot more detail about each one of those, and even cover several different paid tools as well, and do full-on demonstrations. So check it out. This is Bradley Benner with Keyword Suggest and Semantic Mastery, and I'll see you on the next video.